A one-man kickoff. And Shazni kicks things off. Rami Mohideen. He looks wide immediately. Nagur Mira, he's going after this, but well taken care of there by Army SC. No risks taken by Roshan Appuhami, just trying to get rid of it. As immediately Colombo FC are putting themselves on the front foot here. Niran Kanishka coming up to take this throw in. He's found Mira. Niran Kanishka whips it in, good chance, but just a bit too much on it. And a bit of a dance down there on the left flank on the far side there, but nothing doing. But Colombo FC early on sending messages within the first 10 seconds that they are taking the game to the soldiers. And here we go, continuing the attacking waves here. Army SC now, they're trying to build it out of the back. Looking for that through pass. Good spot. But does he have the legs there to get that ball? No, he doesn't. That's Ramis, but the ball is now out of bounds. Well cleared. Once again, Roshan Appuhami, he takes the quick throw. Handled there by the number 9 for Army SC. Sajid Kumar. Ball just pitched up off the turf. Just an unexpected bounce, but nothing doing. Perfect weather for football. It's not too hot as the sun is just setting. Crowds are still filling in, but now Gurmira here. He's trying to get the party started early. He finds Dilan Kaushal here. He couldn't control the ball there, but if he had and taken a shot, I'm pretty certain that would have created quite a lot of problems for Sirisena in goal. But once again, the turf not doing them any favours.
Yes, indeed. I thought he wanted to control it first, bring the ball down and shoot. But from what Coach Rumi on the sideline is barking out, he wanted that first shot on the volley. I think that was that should have been the case for Dilan Kaushal. I think putting the ball back in was always going to be trouble with the defenders coming in.
He certainly had the time and space, though he should have used that a bit better. Will it come to haunt him? But here we go. Colombo FC making no mistakes there. They're definitely taking the game to Madhushan De Silva, not letting him on the ball too much. Takes the throw in, Madhushan De Silva. Now breaking inside. Looking for Madhushan De Silva again, but nothing doing. Fazil gives the ball away to Imran, the goalkeeper. And Punsara Tiruna here is looking for Isadine on the far side. Just nicked off the ball there. And they are pushing on again. Army SC, they're looking for space. Ball whipped in, good chance, but it flashes across the face of goal there. Lakshita Jayatunga with that cross in, but nobody on the end of it to meet it. Sajid Kumar just not quick enough off the mark to try and turn that into an opportunity. Ramis manages to get the ball away, a bit too risky there for his liking. Gets the ball out. Army SC pushing on here, good chance without Mohamed Siapo. They're looking half the outfit there in the middle of the park. But here we go. And they're continuing to push on, looking far side there. Nothing doing. Shazni gets taken down from behind there. First challenge, so there's a bit of a warning. But definitely a very lucky man there, Rahman, in getting the tackle away and not getting booked for it. Smart play from Shazni though. He saw that tackle coming in and he waited just enough in terms of time before releasing the ball, drawing that foul. But here we go. Now Gurmira, he's got possession inside the box. He looks behind. He finds Iran Kanishka. And Iran Kanishka slotting into that utility back role. And the ball has fallen here for Danushka Madhushankar. He tries to square it. Good chance. But again, Rahman taking no chances. Danushka Madhushankar with a good run into the box. Dilan Kausalya to take this one. Can he whip it in? The left foot cross coming in. He whips it in. A bit too far in. Ramesh giving chase. And very well done there by Punsara Tirunu to make a break. He's looking a bit too far, but no. Isadin picks it up. He looks wide. Good chance for Army SC. Shouldered off the ball there. Sajid Kumar still on it. Sajid Kumar breaks into the box. Sajid Kumar squares it. But Rami Mohideen showing years of experience, getting to the right place at the right time. Very good chance for Army though. Colombo SC need to watch those. And once again, it's Army. They've lost the ball. Now Gurmira. Dilan Kausalya making a run through the middle. Coach Rumi almost immediately going and protest to the referee. That didn't take very long, did that? He has the ability to really impose himself on the game from the touchline. He's already playing those mind games as Isadin tries to square it, puts it into the box. Army need to hold on to this one. They do. They get a corner. Whipped in here, good chance for Army SC, but he just couldn't get the right connection there. It's Madhushan De Silva by the looks of it. Should have timed this run just a bit better. I apologize, it's Rahuman. We just couldn't get the right connection. Jumped a bit too early. As the ball is whipped in again, good chance for Colombo FC, but Imran takes care of it. Ball bounces off. Danushka Madhushankar is breaking free. He's looking on the outside. He expects a bit too much from his teammate. Well done there by the soldiers to get the ball back. Punsara Tiruna, he looks inside. And now through the middle, Army SC pushing on. Good challenge there by Colombo FC to get in the way of that one. But Army FC back on it. Isadin couldn't get the ball. Danushka Madhushankar put on the pressure, but no, now it's Gurmira. Gurmira looking for options. Shazni. Gurmira on it again. He's got a turn of pace and he's showing it here. Gurmira breaks into the box. Can he do something? He finds Shazni. Shazni is looking for space. Dilan Kausalya couldn't do much. Punsara Tiruna picks it up and now Army back on it. Playing it out the back, Rahuman. Looks for Madhushan De Silva. Just a bit of an infringement there. Sanka Danushka picks it up and now back on it. Madhushan De Silva is looking long. He decides no that he's going to go for an approach direct and oh, Isadin. Once again the target. He just misses his opportunity here again. ball whipped in. Punsarathirana sends it low. Dilan Kaushalya takes care of it. And a long range effort, but nothing doing. Nowhere close to goal. The game really starting off at a very, very slow pace here. The game we saw a few months ago was played at an extremely quick pace, but looks like both teams just want to bring it down a bit and reduce that element of risk and just play comfortably. Colombo FC in particular following that route, not looking to entertain, they just want the result, and rightly so, as there's a bit of a tussle at the far side for the ball, but Army FC break. Colombo FC managed to win it back. As Dilan Kaushalya here is looking for options. Finds Ahmed Shazni. Shazni looks inside. Shazni finds Danushka Madhushanka. Madhushanka who dropped deep. Finds now Gurmira. Mira looking for options again. Looks behind. Ramis to Rami Mohideen. And he looks out wide there. Dilan Kaushalya ready to cross this one in. Good chance, but it's just a bit too deep. Falls perfectly. Now Gurmira. Mira sends it inside. Good chance for Rami Mohideen, but he's tackled from behind. This is a very, very risky area for Army SC to concede a free kick in, but they have, and now they need to watch what they do from here on in, because I think it's Fazil there, yes it is, who manages to bring down Rami Mohideen, and it's a very risky area, like I said once again, and one player you'd really like to have at a time like this now is Zarwan Zohar.
Yes, unfortunately for them, he's on the bench, and they don't have Mohammad Siapa as well, who has proven to be a very good free kick taker. In fact, he scored from a free kick from a similar position in that 2-1 victory in the Super 8 stage. There are a lot of people here. Now Rami Mohideen sends it just over. Needed it to dip a lot on that occasion.
No, close there from Rami Mohideen. He just tried to hoik it over the wall. There was no power on it, and that definitely wasn't going to trouble goalkeeper Sirisena.
I think from that range, you need placement rather than power. You need just something to get over that wall, and then it's all about that placement you've made.
That free kick was just ballooning. It was continuing to rise even as it passed the goal, and like I said earlier, a player like Zarwan, he knows how to get it over and under quick enough. But here we are without him. Let's see if Colombo rue that chance, as Riran Kanishka puts it through the middle, but no, now Army have picked it up. Punsarathirana driving through the middle. Punsarathirana tries to get away. Fazil, he looks out wide. He finds Isadeen. Isadeen continuing to push out wide here. Can he get the ball in? No, he can't. The atmosphere at the stadium is also still nowhere near the level we expect it to be at, and it's really showing on the face of the players. As you can see, they're just taking their time in playing out from the back. Apuhami looks inside. Colombo FC have a clash between two players. You can't have that. Shazni just trying to get the players riled up and motivated again. As we can see, there's a lot of positional changes. Shazni, who's usually a midfielder, come attacking midfielder, he's playing in front. And Niran Kanishka, who's usually a winger, he's taking a role at full-back, a role that he's done before, but then again, it's not his number one spot. And Madhushanka, he's dropping a lot deeper than he usually does as well.
Yes, Deshan, now the reason behind Ahmed Shazni playing up front is for his clinical finishing. He did so against Air Force, the ball bouncing around, a volley to the top corner from the edge of the box. that was needed in that match, and he's known to be a clinical finisher like he did against Renown in that decided the third goal counter-attacking move. He did it brilliantly. Now Niran Kanishka earning himself a corner. Yes, the third one for Army. And for Niran Kanishka to be on the right now, that is a move that to negate the threat of Madhushan De Silva and Sajid Kumar, who has known to create havoc on that left, where most of that goal scoring opportunities have come from. And in this first 15 or so minutes, I think they've been kept quiet along with Nagur Mira, working in tandem, Niran Kanishka and Nagur Mira.
Well, the big question is, at the end of it, this is a knockout kind of game, so there needs to be goals, and by doing that, are Colombo FC stifling their own chances?
Well, I think they are taking this match 5 minutes at a time, and they want to finish off this first 45 minutes and then look at the next 45, and I think that's the reason why Zarwan Johar is on the bench. As beautiful through ball from Mohammad Izzadeen, almost getting through to Sajid Kumar, but he's found offside. As I was saying, they want to see off this first 45 minutes of Army attack, and then the pressure builds on Army, right, because they are the favorites for this tournament. And Zarwan Johar, by the looks of it, will come in for the final 15 to 20 minutes, and coach
something.
Yes, something magical for the Colombo side.
Well, we'll see how all that goes. We still are only about 17 minutes into the first half. We still have plenty of time. We've still not seen any clear-cut goal threats from either side. Army SC have been the more dominant of the two. There's Punsarathirna here. He's pushing forward, but he gives the ball away. Continues his charge. Imran in a bit of a spot of bother. Takes no risks. He gets rid of it, and he's having a shout at the defenders for not dropping back and supporting. You need to get parallel to your goalkeeper and really offer him that option in a situation like that. As Rami Mohideen pushes forward, and it's Colombo FC who now got a chance to create something here. Osman finds Rami again. Rami, Danushka Madhushankar, the intended recipient, he didn't get it, but here we go, pushing on again. And what a waste there again by the soldiers. You don't expect that from Rahman, but Colombo FC again playing it out the back, taking their time. Shazni. Oh, it's a waste. And once again Army gives it away this time as Ramiz, he's pushing forward. And he finds Ahmed Shazni. Shazni with a chance to take on his man. Now Gurmira. And he's pushing forward here. And it's Osman who picks it up. Osman tries to back heel it towards his teammate there, Siraj, but didn't manage to do so. But again, Colombo FC, they're taking their time. They're building out from the back and really working the soldiers here.
I think on that occasion, like 10-15 seconds ago, you saw what Colombo FC is lacking. Whenever they have the ball, they push forward, but then you need that creative threat, right? That is lacking from them in midfield. You only have Rami Mohideen, who plays as a defensive midfielder, doesn't push much forward, and that's where you need the likes of Zarwan Johar to come in.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like Colombo FC are a bit of a spent force so far, but it's just the way they're playing. It's just the tactics they've got in place for this game, and they are carrying that plan out to the letter. They have not given too many chances away in these first 20 minutes, and most certainly are holding on to that tag of potential finalists in true style. Even though it's not the most entertaining football to watch, as Dilan Kaushalya here, he looks for support, and it's good chance for Osman to try and get the ball in. Dilan Kaushalya. And he's looking inside. Good chance for Rami Mohideen to fire from distance, but the ball once again didn't come down fast enough. Just continuing to rise. And now again Army here pushing on. Sajid Kumar tries to send it out wide. Isadeen keeps it in. Finds Tiruna. Tiruna doesn't manage to control it, but he's still in a decent position. Crossing in here. Madhushan De Silva, can he take it down? No, he doesn't. But now Gurmira's efforts to stifle that attack successful. But the ball's back with Army. Well done again by Niran Kanishka this time. Namiasi playing it out the back. Just looking for options. Varakagoda pushing forward. He's looking through the middle. Tries to send the ball down the middle towards Sajid Kumar, but couldn't. There was a good interception. There's the ball sent back in. Good chance here for Isadeen, and he scored. He has broken the deadlock for the Soldiers. What a cross that was. And Isadeen, right place, right time. And Colombo FC, for all their planning, for all the effort they put into holding on to that 0-0 score, they've lapsed concentration for a second there, Navod, and Isadeen capitalizes beautifully.
Yes, indeed, a beautiful ball right in between the defense and the goalkeeper. Indecision creeping in. Mohammad Imran, I think he should have stayed on his line. I think he should have stayed on his lines. He was coming way off his mark on that occasion. And Mohammad Izzadeen rising the highest, sending that, flicking that ball away from Imran and into the goal. 22nd minute goal gives Army a 1-0 lead. Where nothing much has happened. And before that goal, an unlikeliest of creative opportunities coming from Bandara Varakagoda, the centre back of Colombo FC, and it will be, I beg your pardon, Army SC, and it will be interesting to see what the tactics from Colombo FC will be like. They've gone down inside the first 25 minutes. They wanted to keep it goalless at the half-time mark. They've only been able to keep it down goalless in the first 20 minutes or so. It'll be interesting next 15 to 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, most certainly they've had a plan, like you're saying now. They wanted to take it every 5 minutes as it comes, but now they are a goal behind. They need to change that up. They need to come up with an alternate. Coach Rumi must be racking his brains as to what he can do to get him back in the game, while not deviating from the plan too much. But this is what he gets paid his bucks for coming up with those game-changing decisions, and now he has to make one. As, oh my gosh, very nearly, and it's a penalty. Rami's there handling the ball. It pitched up off the turf. It has been messing around with all the players so far, and Rami is very unfortunate there. Ball heading towards him, sped up all of a sudden and takes a hit on his arm. Not really his fault, but then again, there's only so much you can do. Army SC certainly don't seem to mind, as they have the opportunity of going 2 goals ahead in 25 minutes. Isadeen stepping up to take this one. He doesn't miss these very easily, does he, Nawud?
No, he doesn't. Opportunity to make it 2-0, and he does so right into the right top corner. You can't stop those. It was unlucky on the part of Mohammad Ramiz, taking a deflection off his head and onto his arm. Unlucky for Colombo, and within 2 minutes of scoring, they've made it 2-0.
Yeah, they've come out with all guns blazing in the first few minutes. They did play at a relatively faster pace than Colombo FC, but here we are. Colombo FC, after trying to hold on, they've conceded 2 quick goals and now have a mountain to climb. They made it worse for themselves with that handball. Rami is very unlucky. Danushka Madhushankar is pushing on forward. Now the game is taking 1 notch up. Dilan Kaushalya nearly getting on to the end of that one. And the ball sent back in. Now Gurmira giving chase. Bounces off the corner flag into a throw in. And it's Niran Kanishka. Ramiz. Very nearly for Colombo FC, but here we go. Punsara Turuna pushing up. It's a good opportunity, but not a very good pass there. Just a bit too straight. Should have been a square pass, and it would have opened doors up. But Imran nearly giving the ball away. Colombo FC playing very, very dangerous.
And on the sidelines, we have Zarwan Johar about to come on in. I was thinking about that. Now, since Colombo FC are down 2-0, it's their main man Zarwan Johar who is coming on. A lot earlier than he and coach Mohammad Rumi would have expected him to come on. He will be replacing Zia Osman.
This is going to be very interesting to see how Zia Osman, the right back, the left back rather, is going to be taken care of in terms of positioning, because Zarwan Johar is an attacking player. He definitely wants slot into the left back role, and it's going to be interesting to see who takes up that berth. Zarwan Johar picks it up. He immediately looks for Nagur Mira. Madhushandi Silva looking for those options. Zarwan Johar already on it. He's pushing on. Ball sent in.
I think the left back position is already taken by Siraj Mohammed. Now Ahmad Shazni inside the box, unable to go past 3 defenders. Dilan Kaushalya nutmegs one, takes a shot. Bandara Varakagoda stands in between the ball and the goalkeeper.
And here we are. Colombo FC pushing on Nagur Mira to Zarwan Johar with that first touch. Niran Kanishka loses out, but he manages to get the ball against Zarwan Johar in the middle of the park. Trying to get pushed off the ball, he loses it. And Isadin's first touch pass not quite direct enough, but here we go. Referee has blown, and is blown in favour of Army SC. Zarwan just protesting a bit, and it's a yellow card. It's the first yellow card of the game here, and it's been handed out to Afil Mohammed. He's got to be careful now, because I'm certain Colombo FC will be put under the cosh, and when they are, Army will target Afil. Very young player. He's represented Sri Lanka at youth level.
He represented Sri Lanka in the recently concluded Solidarity Cup as well. And if by any chance Colombo FC makes it into the final, he will be missing that. The second booking, he got one against SLTB.
Just a bit of a tumble there. It's not a very good one either. Nasty stuff. Coming all the way off the pitch, and he did his knee a bit, I feel, as well. It's not very pleasant viewing there. Roshana Puhami still on the deck here, as the ball finds its way outside for a goal kick, but once again Roshana Puhami seems to be okay, but just takes a bit of a bruising. As Army SC pick the ball up. They're looking for a third goal here, the soldiers. That'll really make things so much easier for them in terms of second half and their strategy going into that next 45 minutes. But Colombo FC, there are no pushovers. They're going to push on. They're going to try and take something out of this one. Apuhami seems okay. And he's taking this throw in as well. Now Gurmina dropping in just to take care of Madhushan De Silva, but very well done by Niran Kanishka to ensure that the ball doesn't find its way to Sajid Kumar. And here we are, Sajid Kumar, he gets past one man, gets past another, good chance for him to square it. And Raumi Mohideen, this is not the first time now that he's intercepted and blocked a very good chance for Army SC, showing all his experience yet again. But what a bit of play there by Sajid Kumar, reminiscent of Benzema from the Champions League semi-final.
I think the third goal would certainly kill off this match as the corner comes in, easily gathered by Imran.
But what good play that was from Sajid Kumar. He does have the ability rather to spark those occasional moments of brilliance, and that was one of those moments. The ball pops up into the air. Colombo FC now injecting some life into the game. Zarwan Johar tries to nick it. Danushka Madhushankar to Rami Mohideen. Rami Mohideen with a good turn there. He manages to find some space for himself. Oh, and he says now Gurmira in there. It's a 50-50 between him and the keeper. Keeper just making sure the ball finds its way out of bounds. No risks taken. But very dangerous stuff there from Sirisena as well. If he was the second man to the ball, it could have been an absolutely different result. And here we go, Colombo FC pushing on again. From a neutral point of view now, those two goals definitely have added a sense of entertainment to this game. It's increased the pace, the intensity and the urgency of both sets of players actually. And for the people who do pay money and come to watch these games, it really makes their money worthwhile.
I think especially for the case of Colombo FC, they were set up to defend throughout the 90 minutes, and now they need to change plans quickly, as it looks of it, it was Sajid Kumar who was miles offside for that cross from Mohammad Izzaddin.
Sajid Kumar, he didn't time his run at all. He was well offside from early on in itself. Izzaddin just trying to hold up the play for an extra second, hoping that Sajid Kumar will get onto the right side of the offside line, but he didn't really understand exactly what Izzaddin was doing there. It was an unfortunate mistake, because if the ball had fallen when he was in a good position, there definitely was an opportunity for a third goal there. The centre backs were very well out of position, and he had just the keeper to beat. But here we are, with the 2-goal deficit at the 35-minute mark nearly, and Army SC in control.
And Dishan, we were talking about the defensive strategies, especially on the right, with Nagur Mira and Niran Kanishka patrolling. Now that they are down 2-0, the two players, Niran Kanishka and Nagur Mira, are in a dilemma whether to push forward in an ultra-attacking mode or to sit back and defend, because on that occasion, couple of minutes earlier, you saw what Sajid Kumar can do to you on that left.
Yes, Sajid Kumar just showing off exactly what he can offer when the defenders aren't really communicating as well as they should be. But yeah, here we are with Army SC dominating the proceedings so far. Colombo FC really do need to get their tactics straight. They came in with a plan that hasn't worked. And here we go. Roshan Apuhami looks inside, but nothing doing. Danushka Madhushankar with an opportunity to break. He's been hustled off the ball illegally. However, Zarwan Johar takes it quick. Rami Mohideen has options on the left and the right. Rami Mohideen looks onto the right side. Now Gurmira, the intended recipient, he could not save that, however. Coach Rumi powering his boys as Niran Kanishke looks inside, finds Zarwan Johar, who slotted into this defensive midfield role with Rami Mohideen. Is sitting back. And very good chance here for Dilan Kaushalya, who finds Zarwan Johar through Rami Mohideen. Zarwan Johar spreads it out wide to Niran Kanishka. Niran Kanishka sends it to the middle. Good chance as the shot is taken, but straight at the keeper there from Danushka Madhushankar. Not enough power on it, nothing doing. Absolutely comfortable stuff for goalkeeper Sirisena, but Colombo FC just showing us a bit of what they can do. Here we go, good chance again. But Army SC, they are playing out the back comfortably, though. They are not getting riled up by all these threatening opportunities on the part of Colombo FC, as Isadin manages to win a foul on the opposite end of the pitch. Here we are, good opportunity to whip the ball into the box, a dangerous area, and the ball has been sent in. But Imran takes care of it. Danushka Madhushankar hoiks it away. Ahmed Shazni couldn't find his teammate rather, as Sanka Danushka is pushing forward. Sanka Danushka looks wide, finds Roshan Apuhami. Apuhami to Punsarathiruna. Punsarathiruna has space to run into. Looks to get past Rami Mohideen. He does, but Zarwan Johar intercepts. Zarwan Johar receives the ball again, this time from Rami Mohideen. He's pushing forward. He's asking Dilan Kaushalya to make that run. And he nearly finds now Gurmira, but Niran Kanishka runs onto it. He's got the pace. Danushka Madhushankar, he's got numbers for support. Good chance for Ahmed Shazni. Shazni, the recipient, but just couldn't get there. Sajid Kumar looks back and he finds his teammate. Now Isadin with the opportunity to run at a man. Upfield a man. But very well defended there. Isadin, he looks inside, looks for that cross. Very nearly onto Punsarathiruna. Just taken off his head by Siraj. And Colombo FC are pushing on, but they are opening themselves up to those attacks from Army SC, which are dangerous. Siraj, he tries, I don't know what he was trying there. Absolutely unnecessary. He needs to hold on to the ball. He needs to wait for his teammates. What he can't afford to do is allow Army to have more possession than they already have. Because when Army do have the ball, they have been very, very dangerous. As Fazil here tries to make something out of it, but no, Roshan Apuhami. Dilan Kaushalya picks it up. He's found Rami Mohideen to Zarwan Johar. Colombo FC are getting a bit pedestrian again, and that's costing them as Punsarathiruna picks it up. They need to get back to that intensity that they had if they are to go and get this 2-goal deficit closed, but Army SC not doing themselves any favors by wasting opportunities like that. Here we have a substitution by the looks of it, as the ball is sent forward. Sajid Kumar nearly finds the back of the net, but once again Colombo FC opening themselves up to these high risk situations. It could turn into a rout at this rate now if Colombo FC continue to keep themselves so open at the back.
As we see a substitution coming in, Suraj Bernard coming on for Mohamed Fazil. I think his performance has left a little to be desired from coach Mohammad Fahmi, who is incidentally celebrating his birthday today. He would be very much pleased with the scoreline.
Yeah, on behalf of the ThePapare crew, we'd like to wish him a very happy birthday. And definitely the party started a bit early today with the way things are going at the moment, but definitely not a good thing to be substituted in the first half. Never a pleasant experience, and I'm sure he's going to have a few harsh words sent at him at the halftime interval as well. But now Colombo FC with an opportunity as Zarwan Johar takes responsibility for this corner kick. He has been known for his delivery, and let's see if he can work his magic here.
And these are the kind of opportunities that Colombo FC needs to take a full advantage of, as not the best of deliveries. Looping ball towards the far post.
Bit of a commentator's curse there, if I may say so. Colombo building up from the back yet again. They're looking forward. Good chance for Dilan Kausalya, who tries to flick it in but couldn't make the right connection. That's been the story all along. Colombo have almost been there quite a few times. But then again, that doesn't mean goals, does it? As Army are pushing forward, they have been a lot more efficient with the chances they've had. Sajid Kumara looking for support.
I think the word we are looking for to describe Colombo FC today in this first 45 minutes is unlucky. As almost there, I was telling you just a few seconds ago, Deshan, almost an own goal on that occasion. That too coming from Mohammad Ramiz. And the second goal also, a deflection off his head onto his arm, giving away that penalty. And a few opportunities in front of the goal for Colombo FC as well have been missed. Tame efforts as Izzadeen sends in the corner. It was Bandara Varkagoda who ghosted past a few, gets an open header but unable to find the direction.
Yeah, Colombo FC, they've been very unlucky. Rami is almost again guilty of conceding yet another goal, this time directly, turning it into his own net. But here we go, Colombo FC pushing on. They need to win that midfield battle, because every time they do try to push on, they lose the ball in the middle of the park, and that really opens them up to counter attacks. We've seen that quite a few times. Sanka Danushka is an absolute beast when it comes to those interceptions, when it comes to robbing the ball off the middle of the park, and he's really shown it today in the absence of Mohamed Yapo, who orchestrates these things. He's really showing as Colombo FC almost conceding a third, as Izzadeen fires over from very close quarters. We've just got a few more seconds of normal time left.
And that sort of opportunity from that range and from a striker of that quality, he should have definitely made it 3-0.
Zarwan Johar spreads it out wide, tries to find support, and the ball finds its way outside, or out of bounds rather. It's just an off-colour half for Colombo FC. Let's hope for their sake that things improve in the second half. Here we go, Army pushing up again. They're really using this high ball to their advantage. The ball bounces in the box again. Good chance, but this time couldn't turn it in. And here we go, good chance as Punsa Ratrina, he picks it up in the middle of the box rather, but couldn't hold on to it. Ball finds its way outside, and it's yet another opportunity for Colombo FC now to relieve the pressure off of them. They've been really under the cosh so far. as the fourth official just ensuring that the crowd are aware that there are 2 additional minutes in this half. As Dilan Kaushalya runs into traffic and Army SC pushing on here. They've got the numbers. And an absolute waste there as Suraj Bernard couldn't find his teammate as accurately as he would have liked. Zarwan Johar finds Dilan Kaushalya, who finds Afil Mohammed. He's hoiked it forward, but he's given the ball away. Army trying to wind the clock down here. It's an age-old trick that they use. Got nothing to lose. Now winding the clock down, but Colombo FC, they're trying to nick one rather, to ensure that they have something to work with in that next 45. Now Gurmira. Now it's been a very silent half from Colombo FC. Where do they go now? I think they need to really up the ante in terms of attack, but then, as we've seen before, it really opens them up for defensive errors.
Yes, indeed, as a long ball comes in, flicked header, almost going for a corner, and Iran Kanchka does well to keep it in. Roshan Apuami has it, Madhushan De Silva puts in a good cross in, puts it back. Sajid Kumara, Sanka Danushka blocked away by Mohammad Ramiz. Again, going for a corner. And think it got one last touch from Punsara Tiruna as it's given a goal kick. For sure, Army is not the side to be relying on that 2-goal cushion. They would definitely want more, like they've shown in the last quarter-final game against Super Sun, where they scored 12-8 in the second half, as almost Izzadin going through on that occasion. And against Eastern SC, they scored 20. So that is where I think Colombo FC is at a disadvantage against any other team. I think after a team scores 2 goals, they would be happy to sit back and defend, but not against Army. And when you're sitting back, I think the advantage is with the other side, where they can push forward freely, but not against Army.
Yeah, Colombo FC do have a mountain to climb, but let's see how they go about trying to recover this deficit. Dilan De Silva, the anticipated recipient there, but he couldn't get to that, just not square enough that ball, as it's sent back by Imran. Siraj. And here we have a throw in for Army SC. And good chance as Punsara Tiruna. He's got some wonderful footwork, as his ball is just a bit too far in. Here we go, ball has been sent back, and is good opportunity there for Izzadin. He just couldn't get there fast enough, but again Zarwan Johar is trying to motivate his teammates to try and up the ante a bit. He is the star man, he has a lot of responsibility here. Mohammad Rumi gets off the bench and approaches the touchline, which tells you that he wants something different happening on the pitch, as Colombo FC concede yet another free kick. And here we go. Good chance for a cross in. He whips this one in. Just a bit too much on it for Isadin, but no second bite at the cherry either. Slightly shorter cross would have helped from Apuhami there, but Colombo FC getting rid of the danger. Zarwan looks back for support. He gets it. The ball has been sent very far indeed as they continue to push on here, Colombo FC. And now Army looking for options here. They got Sanka Danushka hoiks it in to the sides, but the cross not being good enough on the part of Army SC. But the game has been a bit quicker than they did play in the first half. Still not quite the pace at which we saw that Super 8 clash a few months ago. As Army SC here, they have an opportunity to break. The ball has been sent in. Too much on it. Punsara Tirana giving chase, so is Siraj. Does the smart thing by running it out of play. Very nearly given away again, but Isadin couldn't hold on to it as Siraj takes another throw in. Afil to Dilan Kaushalya, bit of appeal for a handball, but nothing doing. Ahmed Shazni finds Dilan Kaushalya, good opportunity here. There's no support down the middle though, and what a waste from Dilan Kaushalya. He's just left the ball and gone, expecting Shazni to come for it. Room is absolutely furious here on the touchline.
I too agree, Deshan. It was the wrong option. He just had the one man to beat, and the advantage was with him because the man was running onto him. He just needed to put that ball up front and get into the box, put that ball back in. Not like a situation where he was running with the player. Now as Danushka Madhushanka is free on the right, puts first ball in, but it's Lakshita Jayatunga who is first to the ball before the onrushing Dilan Kaushalya, and Jayatunga puts that ball calmly out for corner. Good intentions shown early in this second half from Colombo FC.
Yeah, they were under the cosh for a few minutes, but then around the 5th minute mark here of the second half, they've really woken up. They are suddenly showing a lot more intent. Dilan Kaushalya getting involved in the thick of things, not necessarily the best or the positives, but he's still in there. As Afil Mohammed heads goalwards, Danushka Madhushanka tries to do something and it's a goal! Dilan Kaushalya, he silenced us in this box, he scored a goal and put Colombo FC right back in this. For a minute there now, I thought Danushka Madhushanka, he missed that header and it would definitely result in a clearance, but it fell for Dilan Kaushalya and he's made no mistake, making it 2-1 for Colombo FC.
I think that Danushka Madhushanka's attempt to flick that header slightly confused Nilanka Kumara Sirisena, the army custodian. Danushka Madhushanka was unable to get anything on it, and he was near Kumara Sirisena, and it bounced off the chest of Sirisena and onto the path of Dilan Kaushalya to pull one goal back as another opportunity, a goal and one for Mohammad Izzadeen. And off your screen, Zarwan Johar has received a yellow card, and if Colombo FC makes it into the final, he will be missing that all important one.
Colombo FC already a depleted side without the expatriate players. They're going to be a heavily depleted side come the final. Missing quite a few players now.
Indeed, Afil will also miss if they make it into the final. I think now once again Dilan Kaushalya on the left to the byline. Needs a good cross in, but slices it out. I think a little while earlier, Dilan Kaushalya tried to back flick the ball to Ahmad Shazni. That incident would be forgotten, as he was able to pull one goal back early in this second half. There's a game on our hands, folks. Colombo FC down by 2 goals inside the first 25 minutes. Now staging a comeback. But the opportunities will come for Army, like the one Izzadeen missed, an open header. He missed one earlier as well in the first half. A striker of his caliber should definitely put those in, as now Gurmira on a lung bursting run. Cross deflected, easily gathered by Kumara Sirisena.
Dilan Kaushalya suddenly fueled with absolute new zest here on the left flank. He's woken up, he's scored a goal, now he's chasing down every ball, and it's beautiful to see as Army now try to get the pressure on them relieved to a certain degree. They really put under it here. The throw in there, resulting in a corner. Nilantha Kumar tried to make something out of it, but couldn't get there fast enough. And now Colombo FC with yet another opportunity. Zarwan Johar to take this one. First few deliveries weren't as good as he'd like. Can he make a change with this one? Whips it in along the ground though, and it's a dangerous one. Very nearly fell to Colombo FC player.
It needed a wall of Army defenders to block it and clear it away. Now Sanka Danushka, Roshana Pami hacks it forward. Iran Kanishka, Raumi Mohideen. Zarwan is fouled.
Rami just protesting there. Rami Mohideen asking for justice to be served for that little infringement on his teammate. He's not happy, but they'll have to do it with the free kick. Zarwan Johar picks it up. Looking for support, Zarwan. He finds Siraj with an opportunity to whip this one in. He's looking for Danushka Madhushanka. Madhushanka couldn't get high enough. As Zarwan flies, let's fly from distance. It's ricocheted off one of his teammates and gone for a goal kick. Here we go, Nagur Mera pushing on, but he couldn't do anything about that one. Sanka Danushka gets rid of it. Beg your pardon, Bandara Varkagod it is. As the ball has been sent back, as Punsarathena, he does well to nick that one. Nope, he's given it away. Raumi Mohideen looking for that little hoik. He's found Dilan Kaushalya, who has a one-on-one situation here. He loves these. Can he get past his man? No, he looks back. He looks for support. Ball has been sent to the right side of the box, and they lose out on it yet again, Colombo FC. But now Army have picked up the pieces. They're looking for that play that can give them a counter-attacking opportunity. Sanka Danushka continuing to fight. The ball has been sent out wide. Very good chance for Punsarathiruna. Punsarathiruna into the box. The loft coming in just a bit too much, and a good opportunity there for Army. But he's fired straight at the keeper. What a waste that was. Had that gone in, Navod, it would have restored some parity for Army. They would have been a lot more comfortable.
Yes, that was a brilliant keeping from Mohammad Imran from almost point blank range through a few players from Army and Colombo FC. Never easy those. Saving when the ball comes at pace and through a few players. We are closing in on the hour mark. As Army again misplaced passes. Raumi Mohideen to Danushka Madhushanka. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Kumara Sirisena, putting his body on the line. You can remember almost a similar situation in that Talak Champions League Super 8 encounter, where the ball was bouncing around. But on that occasion, Ilanka Kumara was not fast enough to get to the ball against Nagur Mira, which gave them the free kick, and Sirisena was red carded. But this time around, he has done some damage to his head as well. Possible concussion. He's okay to go, but that was a brilliant, two brilliant saves within a minute of each other, one from Mohammad Imran and the other from Kumara Sirisena. Game has livened up quite dramatically in this second half.
Yeah, it started off a bit quicker than the first half as well, and it's found a new lease of life after those Colombo FC attacks. Army SC now under pressure to try and do something about this, to try and control Colombo. When they get going, they really can be a handful. Whatever Coach Rumi said definitely has worked wonders inside the dressing room. As they continue to push on, Kumar Sirisena making no mistakes with that one. Punsara Tirana finds Sanka Danushka looking forward. He's got a man on his tail. And an absolutely beautiful pass to Isadin. He's trying to break into the box. Afil Mohammed does well to get in the way.
Again, brilliant defending coming from Afil. He has done well against Izzadin in one-on-one situations with his pace and strength. Now Dilan Kaushalya going past to opportunity here. Danushka Madhushanka not making that run. That inexperience showing from Madhushanka. Nagur Mira gets a throw in.
And it's Rami Mohideen now. He's looking for Zarwan Johar. He's found him. Looks out wide for Siraj. Siraj trying to get the ball back in. He's hoiked it. Good chance for Dilan Kaushalya. Just a bit too high for him. And the return shot. Very nearly continuing. Colombo FC. It's shot after shot after shot here. Army still on the course. Zarwan Johar. Just a bit too high, and the crowd definitely enjoyed that. They've really found their voice after long last. But Army SC, they do need to worry. Colombo FC are coming all hell for leather here. Absolutely beautiful stuff there from Colombo FC. Siraj, he's sent some dangerous balls into the box, starting from the first half as well. And once again showing exactly what he's capable of.
I think it's safe to say that Colombo FC is doing what they wanted to do in the second half, almost dominating. Almost, why I say almost, is Army had got the opportunities, very rare ones, they've been unable to make advantage of, as Punsara Tiruna is taken off, and in his place comes jersey number 10. By the looks of it is Kirti Kumara. I beg your pardon, that's Tivanka Chandrasekhara. How can you ever forget the number 10 of Colombo FC? the tall, strong man. I think the threat of Army would intensify in this next 20 to 30 minutes. He created havoc for Supersan.
Siraj asked to take a step back there by the referee. He doesn't want any drama here. Doesn't seem to be too much there on the part of the Army defender Jayatunga. He seems to be okay to play on though. Zarwan Johar, he's taking charge of this free kick. Can he deliver another ball similar to the corner he put in? It really caused havoc in the... Now here's a chance. The crowd is behind him. Zarwan Johar sends this one in. A bit too optimistic. Got caught up in his own hype there just a bit too much. Zarwan Johar. Just a hand of apology up as well. Goal kick as Colombo are continuing to push on here. Ramiz is really found form after that terrible first half. He had Siraj looking forward. Look for Shazni. Oh, he's got that one. Rami Mohideen is pushing forward. Dylan on the left side. He's been taken care of. Rami Mohideen. Army SC making no mistakes there. Bit of a body check but deemed legal as Army are pushing on. Very close to finding that pass as now Gurmira. He could try to find Kaushalya. Couldn't manage to do so as Coach Rumi gives the ball back in. It's lost, and Army SC are now chasing after that third one so that they can have a bit of a peace of mind, but nothing doing. Siraj. Zarwan, and he switched that one to the other side. No mistakes there by the Army defender, making sure that the ball doesn't reach the intended recipient. He wanted to make sure it slows the play down. That's it. Here we go, Raumi manages to nick that one again. He's continuing to dominate the middle of the park. He's really woken up. Good chance here for Colombo FC. Ball not accurate enough as Dylan Kaushalya. He's managed to pressure his defender into handing out a corner. Kirti Kumara. I beg your pardon, that's Chandrasekhara. As I'm joined in the commentary box by Ashwin Dayasya. Ashwin, it's an absolutely different second half compared to the first. What do you think?
Yes, indeed. Colombo FC really very much part of this second half, making their presence felt. And it's Rami Mohideen to swing in this corner kick. Army under pressure at the back. It's a good delivery. Keeper comes, can't punch it clear, but Army have got it away. Colombo FC putting the ball in, intercepted once again. Army once again unable to keep hold of the ball. That's been the problem in the second half. Colombo FC nearly threads that one through to Shazni, Danushka Madhushankar, the creator on that occasion. And Army have just about on themselves a throw. They'll look to slow things down, just get a bit of control, get a foot into this game, because at the moment Colombo FC are really dictating the pace of play.
And here we go, Army SC pushing forward. Can they find a man in the middle Well taken care of by keeper Imran. Army with another opportunity. Here we go, Isadin! And it's an offside decision by the referee. He was yards offside, to be honest, but Army is showing what they are capable of. Ashwin, Colombo going to sleep there for a second and Army making them pay, almost.
Yes, much better from Army, keeping a hold of the ball. Chandrasekhara laying that one off as cuts inside now. Can't find his man, but he's bundled off the ball. Referee says play on. Zarfan now on the ball, but it's a poor pass. Shazni and the former Java lane man not on the same wavelength. Ramiz now with a crucial block. As both teams are really going for the jugular. Very direct play from both teams. I think at the moment Colombo FC only really need to be that direct as the team chasing the game, as that attempt from range is disappointing.
And Ashwin, if you can see, Mohammad Ramiz has just hit the deck. He didn't have a very good first half and it looks like cramps have caught up with him. As the referee halts play and asks the physio to come in just for some medical attention as well. He's not the youngest campaigner on the pitch, definitely taking its toll, especially the humidity out here as well.
Yes, also the Army forwards, especially Isadin, always lurking on the last man's shoulder, and he makes all those runs off the back line, and because of that Ramiz has had a lot of chasing to do in this game, and he's really feeling it's taken his toll, all that activity. But he should be okay to continue. He is helped to the feet by the physio. Army taking a 2-0 lead into half time, only to be pegged back to 2-1. And now Colombo FC trying to complete the comeback. And that's not the way to do it. If an optimistic pass by Afil Mohammed. As Rami Mohideen slots into centre back while Ramiz is off the pitch. He's played that position before.
Even in India, if I'm not mistaken. And he definitely has the experience to do it as Zalman Johar pushes on, tries to force an error from Army SC. Manages to do so. He's gotten a throw in a dangerous position. As Dilan Kaushalya whips this one in. Very good chance. Dilan Kaushalya. What an absolute belter that was. It was a cross, but it turned into goal. Took the goalkeeper by absolute surprise. Absolutely brilliant. Goal of the season contender there, Ashwin.
What a brace by the former Saunders man. I'm not quite sure he meant to take that effort direct on goal, but it was a real floater and a goalkeeper's nightmare as it looped over him and into the back of the net, and it's Colombo 2, Army SC 2. What a game we're having here at the Sukadasa Stadium.
And here we go. Now we've got an absolute belter on our hands. Army SC 2, Colombo FC 2. As Isadin tries to make this 3-2. Doesn't manage to do so. But now the soldiers have finally woken up from their second half slumber. It's a bit too late given the scoreline. But from a neutral point of view, Ashwin, we are in for a brilliant few minutes heading into the 90th.
Yes, Deshan, that's exactly the problem of what happens when you change gears after a high level first half performance. Once you switch it down and go into defensive mode, if you concede, then it's very difficult to get back up and running. But Army have shown what they are, slight glimpses of what they can be in the second half, and they will need to make one of their attacks click if they are to come away with a win and try to defend their title.
Now Gurmira there, just giving the referee the eyes. He wasn't happy with the decision for the throw-in to go the other way. But what's done's been done as Army SC are now pushing on through the middle. Sanka Danushka. Just a bit too much on it. His teammate not being able to control that one as Dilan Kaushalya watches it work its way out of bounds for a throw-in.
There's a Colombo FC player down at the moment. Not quite sure who that is. Niran Kanishka, right back. He's held to his feet by the physio. Throw-in taken long. Chandrasekhara gets to it. Rami clears. Sanka Danushka on the ball. Suraj Bernard with a poor pass picked off by Dilan De Silva. It's a good looking ball in, but Isadine too much on that for Isadine to get to. Goal kick for Colombo FC. It's very tight. Either team can come away with the win by snatching a late goal. And there is always the prospect of penalties if neither team can find a winner in these remaining 15 minutes or so.
And here is Zarvan. Zarvan looks for Danushka Madhushanka, who's dropped into the middle of the park yet again. He's playing that deep role, that Mohammad Yapo-esque role to cover that void up, as looking behind for support. Now Gurmira finds Zarvan. Zarvan switch hits that one. Good chance, but the keeper takes command of the situation. And Army pushing forward. Isadine tries to square it. Nothing doing. Dilan Kaushalya, the unintended recipient there. As Danushka Madhushanka again looks wide. He finds his man. Zarvan Johar again to Madhushanka. It's Niran Kanishka. Now Gurmira. And Danushka Madhushanka just losing his footing for a second, and ball finds its way out of bounds.
I think this is where Colombo FC need not get complacent. Now they have equalized. That was their main target coming into this second half. But now with momentum, I think they should push on for the third, because you can never really underestimate Army, because they will create those opportunities. And even though Mohammad Izzadeen has squandered a couple of sitters in the second half, another opportunity he won't miss like those. I think the momentum is with Colombo FC. They are on the ascendancy with 2 goals. The crowd support is also there, and definitely should go in for the third one.
Yes, now they're passing the ball around well. The midfielders seem to have a lot of time on their hands to pick out their passes because they move the ball around so quickly. And it's a great opportunity to get a cross in, but blocked by the first defender. Niran Kanishka. It's now Gurmira. Rami Mohideen. And it's Mohideen still on the ball. Goes down under pressure. Goal kick to Army. Rami Mohideen's not happy with that decision.
Expected a bit too much there, Rami Mohideen. Very, very soft foul he expected, but the referee's not happy with it, and there comes the card. He's not going to get anything by debating with the referee's decision. Just try to give him the eyes and get it turned.
And that's a very poor decision from Rami Mohideen as well. He picked up a booking in the quarter-final as well. And that's 2 bookings in 2 games for Rami Mohideen, and he will miss the final if Colombo FC do get there now.
They also miss Zarwan Johar. They're also missing Afil Mohammed. It's going to be a heavily depleted final side for Colombo FC if they do make it.
Now comes Ahmad Shazni. He doesn't have the pace, but Dilan Kaushalya has! Just wide of the far post. Near post, I beg your pardon. What a comeback it would have been. Dilan Kaushalya almost scoring his hat-trick.
Great piece of play by Colombo FC as here goes Chandrasekhar at the other end in time and space to get across in. Chandrasekhar, a great ball in. And it's fallen, and a great opportunity squandered on that occasion. And it's the skipper, Madhushan De Silva, who's put that one over the bar. It was on his favourite left foot as well. And a real let-off for Colombo FC. So end-to-end stuff. Both teams having very good opportunities within just a space of a minute.
This is turning out to be a thriller like we had at Kalania in the Dialogue Champions League Super 8 and stage. End-to-end stuff here at the Sugata Dasa Stadium. A match worthy of a FA Cup final as Madhushan De Silva's cross goes out. He's not the skipper for today, but it's Nilanka Kumar who has been given the captain's armband, the number 25. And we were talking about Zarwan Johar and Rami Mohideen missing the final if they ever make it, if Colombo FC makes it into the final. The second booking they got, the one Rami Mohideen and Zarwan Johar, were both for quite needless ones, arguing with the referee. Zarwan Johar as Tivanka Chandrasekhar trying a first time volley, just going past.
Yes, very difficult technique on that occasion to direct that goalwards, but he didn't do all that badly. And a goal kick for Colombo FC as time ticks away. Rami's not the cleanest of connections, but he's picked out a man. Here's Mohideen. It's too fancy there by Mohammad Siraj. Back heel trying to pick out his teammate. Colombo FC still on the ball. Danushka Madhushankar has picked out his wide man. Shankar back to Zarwan. Certainly got enough power behind it, just the direction that was lacking. And Rami Mohideen has gone down in the middle of the park. Looks like it's cramps. 7 minutes plus injury time remaining in this first semi-final of the FA Cup 2017. And
don't forget, Ashwin, if it's straight to penalties, if the game ends without a result, and at this rate, it looks like Colombo FC are the favourites to nick one. But who have you got your money on if it does go to a penalty shootout?
well, I think Mohamed Imran has been in inspired form in the build-up to this game. He kept out a good penalty from Kavindu Ishan in the quarterfinals as well. So he'll be confident going in to the shootout. Whereas the Army forwards have had plenty of goals among them in the games building up to this. So they will also be confident. So it will be an interesting battle. But
And that looks like Rami's night right there. He doesn't seem to be in a condition to come back onto the pitch. He's been brought to the bench, not quite into the tunnels as of yet. But here we are, Colombo FC, a man light. As Army with a good chance, make something of it, but nothing doing, and they have to work it from the sides again.
it's Chandrasekhara winning that air ball. It's what he's very good at. As here's another ball targeting Chandrasekhara. Brilliant save, but the rebound is turned home. It's Mohammad Isadeen, and he completes his hat-trick. But a powerful header from Tivanka Chandrasekhara, forcing a brilliant save from Imran, and just like that, Army are back in the lead, 3-2. Can Colombo FC find another goal? They were a man down when they did concede, and now they have to find a goal as well. Danushka Madhusankar picks out Siraj. Army now once again on the prowl. Chandrasekhara is fresh, he can chase. Yes, Tivanka Chandrasekhara. That pass evades his teammate and gives Colombo FC a chance to break, but it's a poor pass out from the back. Colombo FC players just look fatigued at the moment, and that goal seems to have knocked the wind out of them as well. But they keep going. Here's Danushka Madhusankar to Siraj. Back to Madhusankar. Ramesh. Madhusankar. His touch lets him down on that occasion, and Army back in possession. There's Isadeen. Isadeen once again, just slowing the pace of the game down. Chandrasekhara picks out Isadeen. Sanka Danushka. Akshita Jayakodi in advanced territory. Chandrasekhara's cross too deep, and the Army man was offside as well, so Colombo FC have a free kick.
With less than 10 minutes to play, including injury time, does Colombo FC has another comeback left in them? The through ball to no one from Dilan Kaushalya, as Colombo FC now going on an all-out attack approach with Shafran Shatta coming on. We don't know who he replaced as of yet. It was Raumi Mohideen.
Dylan De Silva going to ground, but decision unchanged as it's getting a bit physical as well. There's Sankadanushka. Lovely threaded pass, but too much on it. Mohammad Imran gathers. Shazni turns it around. Not the greatest ball, he could have controlled it. Here's Sajid Kumar. It's a terrible pass, but Suraj Bernard just about salvages it. Iran Kanishka. Sarvan Johar spreads the play. Nagur Mira to Danushka Madhusankar, and he gets it back. And it's a disappointing effort, but a corner kick for Colombo FC. Army's goal came from next to nothing, and now Colombo FC have an opportunity from this corner kick. But they are running out of time. And it's that man Dilan Kaushalya to take it. He's already scored 2. And that's a very, very poor corner kick. Definitely not what his team needed at this point of time. And they are pressed to find an equalizer. Colombo FC on the ball once again. And they'll have a throw. And ball called against player there, Afil Mohammed, on a rampage forward. Long ball to try and pick out Chandrasekhar. He's won it in there, but Isadeen is miles offside. Rumi urging his men forward. And really is. It's not quite last chance saloon, but it's getting there. Here's Dilan De Silva. Tries to pick out Zarvan, but his pass is read and cleared away. Here's Zarvan. Chandrasekhar back defending.
Well, the time is almost up. As Dilan Kaushalya, Zarvan Johar has it near the byline. And referee Nivan Robesh brings the play back to the foul on Dilan Kaushalya. One last opportunity. We haven't seen if there was any injury time displayed. But is there going to be another twist in this epic clash of this Cargill's Food City FA Cup semi-final between arch rivals Colombo FC and Army? Zarvan Johar puts it in. Lands on the roof. But by the looks of it, it has got a slight hand from Nilanka Kumara on his way to the roof of the net.
Mohammad Imran also going up for this corner kick. Last chance of the game surely for Colombo FC. It's a low corner kick and turned just wide of the near post. Board with the number of minutes to be added on is about to go up, but it's Army who are in possession. Isadeen, has he managed to stay on side? It won't matter because Imran gets to it first and he hooves it upfield. Takes it on. Zarwan in pursuit. Cleared away for a throw-in. Taken quickly. Here's Dilan De Silva. There's an Army man down and he's gone for goal. Just wide of the near post and the referee blows for full time.